I haven't really been on a roll with these type of videos lately, but I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 favorite lenses of mine for the Canon APS-C line. So just my best all-around lenses. If you want to find those out, stick around for this video. Let's get into it. What's good, YouTube? Gentlemen, listen, I'm back for another video. If you guys are new here, I make lots of videos about camera gear reviews, video making tips, and some fun vlogs and challenges. So if that does sound good to you guys, consider subscribing so you guys don't miss the newest video. Anyways, guys, let's get into talking about the top 5 lenses. So let's start with this lens, the 10 to 18 millimeter f4.5 to 5.6. This lens is going to do you really good for any type of vlogging or just wide angle shots that you might want for short films or just anything that you're shooting, really. I will say this lens is gonna suck in low light really bad. You're gonna hate it. But the thing is, for the most part with wide angle shots, you're usually not doing low light shots anyways, so it's usually not that big of a deal. But the next lens is gonna help you guys out with that. And that is gonna be the 18 to 35 Sigma. This is a beast right here. It is good in low light, very sharp. My camera won't focus, so that's awesome. There it goes. But it's very sharp, and you guys won't have any problems with that. One con, I would say, the focus can be bad, and another con could be that there's no stabilization. But if you use the 90D's advanced stabilization, you just put it on here, and it'll be okay. Like, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Stabilization on it is pretty good, so it'll help. One thing to note about this, though, that focus can suck, so just bear that in mind. But if you're using manual focus, you're gonna be good. And sometimes some people don't have any problems with this at all, focusing. It just depends on the lens, really. Next up at number 3 is gonna be this little guy right here, the 24 millimeter f2.8. And a lot of people are gonna say, why would you select this when you have an 18 to 35? Well, I mean, look how small it is. Like, that's tiny, and it's honestly pretty good for a lot of like vlogging shots where maybe you're not holding the camera but somebody else is for you. It'll give you a little bit of a blurry background. Doesn't show that it has any type of stabilization, but it's always seemed to come out pretty stable to me, so I don't know. It's just a pretty good lens. It's just really nice when you have that pancake style of lens because it's just really small, fits in your bag well, you can take it anywhere you're wanting, and it's just a good little lens. So it's a good little addition, definitely not needed. And taking the number 4 spot is a lens that I do not have anymore, but I do have it, it just doesn't work. Here it is, the 50 millimeter or Nifty 50. It's a really nice lens that just gives you that blurry background, and it gets really tight in, and you know, you just have those really nice cinematics and everything. But the reason that this lens doesn't work, I left it outside because I'm retarded. If you guys would like to see more about that, though, go check the top left-hand corner of the screen. You guys will see more than that. Well, top right for you guys. But anyways, check that out if you want to see more about what happened there. It got left outside. I'm stupid. Never been so stupid in my life. And coming in at our last spot, number 5, it is going to be the 35 millimeter macro lens. And the reason of that is, well, the reason I put it at number 5, a lot of people don't like macro lenses, but I do, so it's still coming on the list. It's even got a little light right here, and you turn that on, and it just helps with those macro shots. It gets really good detail. It's 35 millimeters. That's one reason people don't really like it, because it's not too zoomed in. But for basic video shooting, it's gonna do you pretty well, because it's an f2.8. It's gonna really blow that background out. But one thing to bear in mind about macro lenses, the more your aperture is down, the harder it's going to be to focus on a certain subject, and your autofocus, half the time or more, is not going to cut it. No matter how good your autofocus is, sometimes it's just not going to work with this. But I like the lens a lot because I like to be able to really get that detail in some really tight shots that just people might not think about. Anyways, though, that is the top 5 lenses in my opinion for Canon APS-C style lenses. If you got any better ones or good ones or whatever, just drop them in the comments. I'm open to recommendations or just discussion in the comments. Make sure to just drop those down there. Let people know your guys's, because you guys might have just as good as ones as me that I just didn't think about. And that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. Come back every Wednesday for another one. And if you guys did make it this far, I really appreciate you guys. Much love. If you did like the vid, though, let me know and smash that like button. Maybe even hit that subscribe bell. Subscribe bell? there's no subscribe bell. Hit the subscribe and then ring the notification bell. You want to do that so you don't miss the newest video. And remember, it's all about the passion. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.